She was born in 1389, in the heart of the French court, a world of silk, ceremony, and silent sorrow. Her father was King Charles VI of France, a man known to history as Charles the Mad, whose mind often slipped into darkness until he no longer recognized his own family. Her mother, Queen Isabella of Bavaria, was left to carry the burden of rule, navigating the cruel labyrinth of royal politics to protect her children and the fragile Valois dynasty. Amid that storm, little Isabella's fate was sealed, not by love but by diplomacy. At just 6 years old, she was chosen to marry King Richard II of England, a man of 29. For the rulers of Europe, their marriage was a political triumph, a fragile bridge of peace in the endless bloodshed of the 100 Years' War. But for the child bride, it meant the end of childhood. To his credit, Richard II treated Isabella not as a wife but as a daughter. He visited her often, brought her gifts, and spoke to her with kindness. She became a bright presence in his lonely, uncertain life, the one innocent soul in a court filled with betrayal and ambition. Though their marriage was never consummated, a bond grew between them, one of tenderness and quiet affection, born not of passion, but of shared solitude. But peace, like innocence, rarely lasts. In 1399, Richard was overthrown by his cousin Henry Bolingbroke, who seized the throne as King Henry IV. The deposed king was imprisoned in Pontefract Castle, where he died soon after. Some say he was murdered, others that he starved to death. Isabella, still watched closely by the English court, was never allowed to see him again. When news of Richard's death reached her, Isabella mourned deeply.
She wore black, refused to smile, and rejected all entertainment.
And when the new king demanded she marry his son, the future Henry V, she bravely refused, declaring that she was still the wife of King Richard and would not betray his memory. It was a remarkable act of defiance from a girl barely in her teens, a quiet rebellion that echoed louder than any crown. Eventually, Isabella was sent back to France. There, at 16, she was married once more, this time not to an aging monarch but to a boy even younger than herself, Charles, Duke of Orleans, just 11 years old. Again, the union was political, meant to strengthen family alliances within the royal house of Valois. Yet Charles would grow into a gentle poet, a man of letters and soul, and perhaps, had time allowed, he might have given her the love she never truly knew. But fate had other plans. At 19, Isabella of Valois died, giving birth to her first child, a son who would become Charles of Orleans, the celebrated poet and father of King Louis XIV of France. And so the little queen who once symbolized peace between two great nations was gone, a child caught between crowns, a woman shaped by politics but remembered for her purity, courage, and unspoken love. Isabella of Valois, the child who became a queen, and the queen who never had the chance to live.